Hi, I'm Torsten Kolind. I'm the co-founder and CEO of a venture investment firm called Underground Ventures. It's true, it's 100% focused on geothermal and to my knowledge, because it's a technology investment firm, it's the only one of its kind in the world. There are other people that are doing project financing, and us focusing on technology platforms is very unique. My own background is that I have an engineering background, but it's biotech engineering, so it's not particularly applicable to geothermal. I spent 10 years in San Francisco in the software world, both as an employee or as a founder, CTO and co-founder of a company there. So very odd transition, but I teamed up with a fellow software founder on starting Underground Ventures because we both strongly believe that geothermal is part of the future energy mix, both in electricity and in heat, and that there are opportunities to support companies and products in excelling in making this technology cheaper and more efficient. So that's why we're doing it. So GA Drilling, our first investment, I think is interesting because you have a company that has a long-term vision of drilling in deeper and hotter rock formations in a way that is simply not possible or economical today. So they're using a technology called plasma drilling, which essentially is about an electric charge that goes into the rock and helps fracture or pulverize the rock before you drill with a normal diamond drill bit. So that's a novel technology, and we believe that technology will form part of a future technology stack to be used around the world for thousands of heating and power plants that are built in a very sort of economical and scalable fashion. So that's what we're looking for, technology platforms like that other people can use to build geothermal energy plants cheaper and faster than what's possible today. Yeah, I think it's worth remembering that Joachim and I, my partner and I in Underground Ventures are both founders, startup founders ourselves. So we know that journey of building a technology heavy company and fundraising and how difficult that can be. We're also former CTOs, so technology people and engineers. So I think we really like when people come to us with a technical proposal and that we're able to have that technical conversation with them. And that definitely was the case in GA Drilling's case, because we were able to talk to both founders but also leading technologists within the company about what are the different aspects of how this is really disruptive technically, what are the challenges they have, what needs to be developed and fixed and tested. I was definitely very impressed with the technical diligence and the seriousness about the science that goes into this, which bodes really well for the future of both the company and products. That's right. It's also a drilling company, and it's out of the Netherlands, actually, right here where we are now for the IGA conference. It's a company called Canopus Drilling, and it's doing what's called steel shot drilling. So this is where you shoot out very small steel pellets into the rock, which helps to pulverize the rock a bit before you drill with a normal bit. So in some ways it's similar to the strategy that GA Drilling is taking, but the difference here is that with steel shot, we're able to go in tomorrow and develop existing geothermal resources and make them more efficient. We can drill directional. It has a built-in sort of steering system into it, so we're able to deploy it tomorrow without any changes to the rig or other equipment that you need. So very sort of different technical solution, but just like GA Drilling, Canopus Drilling is a drilling systems company that we expect a lot from in the time to come. Yeah, I think there are many types of investors, of course. There are people that are doing project investments, and if you for a moment focus on the venture investors, I think there's a pool of venture capitalists that are waiting for geothermal to be sufficiently de-risked and mainstream that they can go in and deploy money with much less of the risk that we are capable of taking as a small specialized investment firm. And I think what I'm really encouraged by is that I have quite a large number of venture capitalists around me that regularly ask me about where are the technologies at, where is the market at, when is a good time to go in. And just the fact that we are here and we are taking some of this risk and leading some of the investments, doing the technical due diligence in itself allows other investors to come in and feel sort of safer about the bet that they're taking. So it's an important role to also have as the first of its kind investor, which you could call underground ventures. It's a good question. I can't promise you that's also drilling. We are looking at all aspects of the technology that goes into the future technology stack of geothermal. So that includes things like reservoir development or reservoir engineering, well casing, drill strings, rigs, surface equipment, turbines, working fluids to the extent that this is not water. There's a lot of different aspects where there is a lot of work happening in labs. There's some of it that's already in startups, but by and large, these are all areas of interest. I would say on top of that, you have a little bit of a software and data layer where people are trying to figure out where to drill, how to correctly analyze the subsurface and minimize the risk of your drilling projects not going as expected. So that's also interesting. And I would say we're looking at all of these things, but the most important thing we look for is that you have to be able to be collaborative and interoperable with other players in this space. So we're not looking for the next Apple of this space that does everything on their own. We're looking for people that can be the bits of pieces and are willing to and able to work with most other players in the space. That's the core philosophy of what underground ventures is all about.